And we can starting from listening to the sounds. Smelling the air. And then feel the sensations on your skin. Slowly draw your awareness back to yourself and reminding yourself whatever is happening outside of the shala, you would just let it be. You will focus right here, right now. And let's bring the attentions to your own breath. You will keeping the breath in and out through the nose. And whenever you are ready, you breathe in deeply down into the belly. And then the breath rising up to the rib cage and then up to the chest. Exhale, you letting it out nice and long. Again, breathe in deeply, belly, rib cage, up to the chest. Exhale, you letting it out nice and long, longer than your inhale, and continue by yourself. Using your whole lungs to breathe. Keeping your breath smooth in and out. No tensions in the shoulders, your throat, and your face. Yeah, so today's class, in the beginning, I'm gonna taking it slow. So that we can slowly bring our body into more of the active parts towards the end. You will continue the deep breathing. And now bring the attentions to the back of the throat, the glottis. Contracting that just slightly. Now when you're breathing in and out, you're making the soft snoring sounds. Allowing the sounds to soothing your mind and the body. And see if every exhalation can you allowing the physical body to melt it more down towards the ground. Continue the Ujjayi breath. Let's coming out from Shavasana slowly. Stretching both legs out to the front of the room. Lace the fingers and then reaching the arms up over your head. You can point the toes, stretching out the body. And then you can turn to the right side, left side, however you prefer. And let's just stay in there for a couple of breaths. And then from there, bring yourself to come up into sitting position, come into the cross leg. So I believe all of us here have 2 blocks. We're gonna using our block. So what happening while we get coughing quite a lot, the weather is also changing. It's a lot of wind. In some of the yoga practice is that in India it is saying that if the day that is cold outside, that is the wind outside, when you get back into your own home, your own bungalow, light the candle, to balancing out the elements. Yeah, so if you want to do that, you're more than welcome. Yeah, and see how it goes. Okay, so here we're gonna using the block to helping us to opening up the chest and the shoulders and also the throat. Yeah, at back row, if you cannot see me, feel free to stand up. The way that I usually using the block is I have the block in this way. My head will go to that direction. So the bottom edge of the block here will be right at the bottom of the shoulder blades. Yeah. Okay. So, but if you need to move up higher, move more lower, yeah, up to you. But the focus here is that we want to allowing our chest to open. Yeah. Okay, and we also need to have the block, another block aside, just in case we need to use for our head. So we come to lie down. You can have the feet apart, just like in Shavasana, yeah, and then you go to lie down. Now you're noticing if it's so difficult for you to touch the crown of the head down, this is a sign that you need to use another block to supporting the head. And then you can just relaxing your arm, just like in Shavasana. Yeah, so go for it. All right, lie down. Yeah, and I will walk around to see if you need help. Yeah, move the block up higher, lower, however you prefer. But remember, the focus is to opening up our chest and the shoulders. Yeah, if the arms out to the side of the body not quite comfortable for you, you can also bending the elbows and have the hands resting in front of the hips, or one hand on your heart, one hand on the belly, however you prefer. Okay, now we close the eyes. Yeah, first of all, relaxing your legs. Let the toes flop out to the side. You are lying down as if there's nothing to do, nowhere to go. And you allowing every part of your physical body to melt it down towards the ground. And the upper body is wrapping around the block. And bring the in-breath deeply down into your belly. Exhale, allowing the physical body to sink more deeper down towards the ground. Yeah, slowing down your breath. And be aware that where does the in-breath goes? How does the exhalation feel? Is there anything that you could do to relaxing yourself a little bit more? And now we are going to changing our legs. You joining the sole of the feet together to do the butterfly legs, and the knees are point out to the side. Yeah, the heels can come close towards the groin area as much as you feel comfortable. If it is too much for your hips, you can bring close your knees at any time. Yeah? All right. Now this time, we want to breathing in deeply down to the front of the hips. And then exhale, bring the knees more down towards the ground without using any force. Yeah, just let the gravity helping you, letting go. Any tensions inside of your own belly. Yeah, it's time to let it out, releasing it. Yeah, I understand that teacher training can be quite demanding. Yeah, because the schedule is busy every day. But this is part of the journey. Yeah, when we are so tired, yeah, you may understand that noticing in your own mind is that your mind is also not going to be in a good place when your physical body is tired. Yeah, so be aware of what is going on into your mind. Anything that is no longer need to be in there, let it go. So that you have the space for the new knowledge that coming towards your way. And we are just gonna staying here with this leg for a few more breaths. All right, so now you're gonna close your knees and stretching both legs to the front of the room. Yeah, keep your legs close together, you point the toes. Now opening up your eyes to look at the back of the room. Yeah, I'm right here. I want you to reaching your arms up over your head. Yeah, and join your hands together, only the index fingers pointing up, keeping the arms straight. Bring the upper arms next to your ears, to your head. And if you can touch your hands all the way down, go ahead, do so. Yeah, we're keeping our body somewhat more active right here. Point the toes and reaching the toes to the front of the room. The arms are reaching to the back of the room. Shoulders are broadened down away from the ears. Stay there. Now changing your arms, making the cactus arm and keeping the elbows and the wrists aligned. If your shoulders are quite tight, it's going to be harder for you to touch your hands down onto the ground. However, try to bring the hands a little bit more down. Breathe into your heart. Breathe into your chest. Anything that is heavy inside of your heart, once again, it's time to let it go. Yeah, we want to feel light, right? And we want to also feel peace within ourselves. And then relaxing your arms. Now we're gonna come out from the position. There are a couple of ways. The first one is to roll to one side of the body and then you move the block aside. Another one is use the hand to helping you supporting the head. Lift the head up first, look straight forward, and then use the elbows to helping you to push yourself to come up. Move the block aside, and then you will go to lie down on the back once again. Now, once you come to lie down on the back, give your knees a hug, rocking the body to go side to side. Good. Continue, have the knees up to the chest, reaching the arms out to the side, or you can do the cactus arm as well, yeah, however you prefer. Take an inhale here, abdominal twisting. Exhale, bring the knees down to the left side and turn your face towards the right shoulder. Yeah, you need to roll all the way to the left side of your hips. Yeah, if the shoulders come up, that's okay. It will slowly coming down towards the ground. Breathe. If the next step is too much for you, you can always come back here. Yeah. Now I want you to stretching the bottom leg, the left leg out to the front of the room. Left leg to the front of the room, the bottom one. Yes. And you're gonna bend the left knee and send the left foot towards the right hand towards the left foot. Yeah, left foot towards the right hand. You can bend your left knee, bend this one, yes. Bend this knee, yes. And bend your knee, yes, yes, yeah. And then you bring your hand, yeah, this hand to hold on to the foot, yes. Yeah. Feel free to have your left hand to helping you to pressing the right knee down. I will come around to help you out. Bend your knee, yes. And then bring this hand, yes, to hold on to your foot. There you go. And you bend your knee, this knee as well. Bend this knee, boop. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, stay there. And bring this hand onto the leg. Yep. Good. Relaxing the lower back. And allowing the outside of your right hip, right thigh to stretch. If anyone wants to go further into this pose, take an inhale first. Exhale, roll that right shoulder more down towards the ground. Good. And then releasing the left leg out. Yeah, we're gonna changing the side. So stretching both legs out, come to lie down on the back. And first, lift both knees up to the chest. Arms reaching out, and whenever you're ready, exhale, bring the knees down over to the right side and turn the face towards the left shoulder. And breathe into the lower back area. And then we can move on to the next step, the bottom leg, the right leg, stretch to the front of the room. And then you're gonna bend that right knee. Send the right foot to the left hand to the right foot. And you can using the right hand to helping you to bring the left knee more down towards the ground. Relaxing the lower back. And let the outside of your left hip, left thigh to stretch. Two more breaths. And then go ahead to releasing yourself out from the pose and give your knees a hug, rocking the body to go side to massaging your own lower back. And then you will rocking the body front and back for a few times. Yeah, anyone want to tapping the toes to go over the head, feel free to do so. And then we're gonna using the momentum, so helping us to come into on four on your hands and knees. Position yourself correctly with the four corners of the hands touch down. Knees are hip distance apart, cow and cat pose. Inhale, look up, arch the back, lift the tailbone up, chest up. Exhale, rounding the spine, tuck the tailbone in, lower belly is in. Inhale, look up, arch your back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, look up, arch your back. Exhale, round the back. One more time. Inhale, look up, arch your back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, come back into the neutral position. Now maintain the hips stacking above the knees. Walking your arms forward. The hands can be as wide as the corner of the mat. And you resting your chest and your chin down onto the ground. Relaxing the lower back. Soften your heart, your chest, and you let your heart to melt it more down towards the ground. A few more breaths. And then walking your hands back to yourself, come into on four. Downward facing dog, inhale, tuck the toes. Exhale, lift the hips up to down dog. First down dog, you can cycle your legs, your feet, loosening up the hamstring, warming up your knees, ankles, and the toes. And if you want to wiggling the tailbone to go side to side, go ahead, do so. And let's come back to stay still in the center. Yeah, sleeping pigeon is coming up. Listen carefully. Inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend the right knee to the right wrist and the right ankle go towards the left wrist. Touch the shin bone down. walk the back leg more further back. Yeah. For now, I want you to have the fingertips touch down onto the ground. And when we are doing the pigeon pose, the front knee needs to go out to the side a little bit. Yeah. Before we folding ourselves forward, I want you to be aware that you want to keeping both sides of the hip same level as best as you can. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, you can starting from touching the forearms down, and if this is enough for you this morning, you can stay here. But otherwise, walking the arms all the way forward and bring the upper body all the way down towards the ground. Sleeping pigeon. Yeah, close the eyes. Anyone wants to using the cushions to supporting the right hip, you go ahead. Yeah, maybe even the cushions or the block to supporting the forehead, you can also do it that way. Bring the attentions to your own hips. You may want to roll that left hip a little bit more down and lifting the right hip a tiny bit up higher. Every exhalation, allowing the hips to melt it more down towards the ground. You observing the sensations, but no need to react into it. Stay there for a couple of more breaths. And then we're gonna walking our arms over to the right side as far as you could go. And the upper body can be resting on the top of the right leg. Yeah. Now with the left hand here, I want you to walking the left hand more forward so that you can stretching the left side of the body. And be aware that you want to keeping both shoulders on the same level. Breathe into the left side of your rib cage. And then walking your hands back to the center. Now we're gonna come back to the down dog. Bring your hands towards yourself. Tuck the left toes. And then exhale, step back into the downward facing dog. Pause into the down dog for a few deep breaths, and observing both sides of the body. Changing the side, inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, left knee to the left wrist, left ankle to the right hand. Touch the chin bone down, and then you walking the right leg more further back. And before again, we folding ourselves forward. Make sure to keeping hips on the same level. Take an inhale here. Exhale, bring the forearms down. And again, if you want to walk your arms more forward, go ahead, do so. And then you close your eyes. Silver, you can bring your left knee more out to the side. Yeah? Okay. Good. Close the eyes. And first, you bring the attentions to the hips area. Noticing where is the body weight. Can you adjusting yourself to be more in the center? So you may need to roll a little bit over to the left side and lift the right hip up higher. Okay, all right. And every exhalation, surrender your physical body to the gravity. And then go ahead to walking your arms over to the left side. Those that are stretching the arms out, walking that right hand more forward and keeping shoulders on the same level. Breathe into the right side of your rib cage. One last breath. And then walking your hands back to the front and bring yourself to come back into the downward facing dog again. Tuck the right toes and exhale, step back into the downward facing dog. Very good. So now in this down dog, I want you to bring the feet out wider to the outside of the mat, but still keeping the feet parallel. You can step out to the mat, just to have the feet out wider. And then from here, walking your hands halfway towards your feet and bring the left hand to the right shin bone or the right ankle, left hand to the right leg. Now get on your right fingertips, keeping your right arm straight. Take an inhale first. Exhale, press the hips back, bend the left elbow and tucking your head towards your right underarm. Both shoulders broaden away from the ears. You can call this position the down dog twist. And breathe into the right side of your rib cage and keep the hips lifting up. If you have a hard time, you can also use a block for your right hand if you need. Okay, so for one last breath here. And if you are ready to change, releasing the left hand from the right leg, get on the left fingertips and the right hand hold on onto the left leg. When you're ready, inhale to lengthen the spine first. Exhale, point right elbow out to the side and tuck the head towards the left underarm. Noticing where do you feel the stretch? And what do you have to use the strength in order to helping you to do the twist? One last breath. And then release your hands from the leg. Come back into the regular downward facing dog for a couple of deep breaths. So adjust the distance between the feet. All right. And then you can slowly walking your feet to your hands, taking little step. You come into the standing forward fold. Feet are hip distance apart. You bend the knees, round the spine, and pointing the crown of the head down. Feel free to keep your elbows a hug, sway the upper body to go side to side. Relaxing your jaws. The muscles around the eyes are relaxed. And try to creating the space between the eyebrows. Maybe say yes, say no with your head to releasing any tensions around the neck and the shoulders. And then we're gonna come back to the center, releasing your hands from the elbows. Press your feet against the ground firmly. Take your time to inhale, lifting yourself upright, arms are reaching up over your head. Exhale, join the hands together. Now bring your arms alongside your body, hands are facing forward and you close the eyes. So your sun salutations are coming up today. We're just gonna do for 3 rounds. Okay. And dedicate your practice for good health, physically, mentally, energetically. Slowly opening up your eyes. Inhale and exhale, joining your hands together, keeping your eye gaze soft. Inhale, arms are reaching up over your head. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees slightly if you need and touch the fingertips down. Inhale, stepping the right foot back, right knee down, spine lengthen, you look forward. Hold the breath briefly, you step back into the downward facing dog. Exhale, bring the knees down, chest down between the hands and chin down. Inhale, bring the legs down first and then lift the chest up. Roll the shoulders back, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, step right foot forward, left knee down, look up. Exhale, left foot forward, feet hip distance apart, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up, come upright. Exhale, join the hands together, left side. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, left foot back, left knee down, look up. Hold the breath, step back into down dog. Exhale, knees, chest, chin down. Inhale, lift the chest up, roll the shoulders back, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down, look up. Exhale, right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up, come upright. Exhale, join the hands together. That's one round, two more. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, right foot back, right knee down, look up. Hold the breath, step back to down dog. Exhale, come down. Do chaturanga if you prefer. Inhale, chest up, shoulders roll back, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left knee down, look up. Exhale, left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up, come upright. Exhale, join the hands together, left side. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, left foot back, left knee down, look up. Hold the breath, step back. Exhale, come down, whatever you choose. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down, look up. Exhale, right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, join the hands together. One last round. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, right foot back, right knee down, look up. Hold the breath, step back. Exhale, come down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left knee down, look up. Exhale, left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, join the hands together, left side. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, left foot back, left knee down, look up. Hold the breath, step back. Exhale, come down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down, look up. Exhale, right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up, come upright. Exhale, join the hands together. Now bring your arms alongside your body. Turn your hands facing forward. You close the eyes. Tadasana. Observing how do you feel. And just let the heartbeats go faster. Yeah, it was starting to bring the energy back into the body. And let's bring the in-breath deeply down. Exhaling nice and long. The next 3 rounds, we're going to exhale through the mouth. Let it go. Yeah, inhale to your nose. Exhale, let it go. Again, inhale. Let it go. One last time, make the sound sincere to you. Inhale, let it go. And then returning your breath through your nose. And so from here, inhale, arms are reaching up over your head. Now I want you to joining your hands together, only the index fingers pointing up. We can also do with our feet distance apart or bring the feet close together if you prefer. Yeah? Okay, so from here, inhale one more time to lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders down away from the ears. Exhale, reaching the arms over to the left side and you bring the hips over to the left. Stay there. Bottom shoulder, the right shoulder, bring a little bit more forward and open your chest up to the sky. Inhale, come back to the center, change the side. Exhale, reaching over to the left side. Yeah, bring the bottom shoulder more forward. Breathe into the right side of the rib cage. And then inhale, come back to the center, releasing your arms down alongside the body. And then again, inhale, arms are reaching up over your head. Exhale, fold forward, bring both hands down onto the ground. And step back into the downward facing dog. Yeah, pause into the down dog for a couple of deep breaths here. And then inhale, lift right leg up to the sky, low lunge. Exhale, stepping the right foot forward, touch left knee down. Use a cushion for your left knee if you need. Inhale, lifting your torso upright, arms are reaching up. Exhale, bend your front knee more forward. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Now join your hands together. Exhale, twisting to the right side. Left elbow to the outside of the right leg. Hands are pressed firmly together and the right elbow pointing up to the sky. Anyone feels that you want to go a little bit more today, you can tuck the left toes and lifting the left knee up away from the ground. Good. If you lift your left knee up, press the left heel away from you and feel the crown of the head reaching to the front of the room. If you're keeping your knees down, think about lengthen the spine and maybe press against the right leg more to open your chest up to the sky. Just for one last breath here. Exhale, bring both hands down and you can step back into the downward facing dog. Yeah, now we're gonna changing the side. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, stepping the left foot forward, touch right knee down, hips are square. Inhale, arms are reaching up over your head. Exhale, bend your front knee more forward. Inhale to lengthen the spine, join the hands together. Exhale, twisting to the left side, right elbow outside, left leg. Hands can be pressed firmly together. Yeah. Those that wants to go more, go ahead. You can lift the right knee up away from the ground. Yeah, press the right heel away and feel the connection from the back heel to the crown of the head. You want to go deeper into the twist, you press that right arm against the left leg more and then exhale, open the chest more up to the sky. One last breath. Exhale, bring both hands down, step back into the downward facing dog. Pause into your down dog for a couple of deep breaths here, allowing the blood to flow into your head, into your brain, to make you more waking up. Good. And then inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, right foot to the outside of the right hand for the lizard pose. Wiggling the left foot back, you can touch the left knee down. Yeah? You want to go a little bit more, you can lift the back knee up away from the ground. For now, I want you to have both hands to the inside of the right foot and make sure that the base of the big right toe press down firmly. Yeah? Push yourself away from the ground. Again, touch the knees down if you want. Yeah? Okay. Okay, Whenever you are, either back knee up or down, I want you to walking your arms more forward and folding the upper body to the inside of the right thigh. To have the back knee up is making it more harder, but you can go deeper into the stretch, yeah, around the hips area. So choose the version that it feels good for you today. Breathe. One last breath. And then walking your hands back to yourself and step back into the down dog. Okay. Now we're gonna changing the side. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, left foot outside, left hand wiggling the right foot back. Again, choose variation of your back leg. Yeah? For now, both hands down and root down into your left foot firmly. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, feel free to walking your arms more forward and folding the upper body down to the inside of the left thigh. Yeah, whatever you may be feeling, you can lift your back knee up if you want to. Yeah, whatever you may be feeling in your own body, you observe that. Yeah, no need to putting the label, but just allow yourself to feel. One last breath. And then walking your hands back to yourself, come back into the downward facing dog. And then exhale, you bring the knees down, sitting down onto the heels, rest into Balasana, the child pose. Yeah, breathe through the mouth a few times if you need. And let's lifting your torso upright. Yeah, you can continue sitting down onto the shin bones or come into the cross leg if you prefer. Yeah, so when we are sitting like this, it's too much for your knees. You can always put the cushions under your thigh. Yeah, up to you. All right, now let's do a little bit of the pranayama, yeah, Brastika pranayama, yeah, to bring the energy more towards the upper part of your body. Okay, so the way that I guiding Brastika pranayama is I'm gonna using the arm movements to helping us to do this breathing. So I will say in, out, in, out, in, out. Yeah, basically you want to pump the energy into your own self. Yeah, okay, so first making the loose fist next to the shoulders. Close your eyes, keeping your back straight. Your facial muscles are relaxed. Whenever you are, exhale all the way out. Begin. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out, 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 in, out. And then you can come into a stop, relaxing your hands down on the legs. And continue the deep breathing. Any dizziness, it will pass. Just breathe. And then go ahead, opening up your eyes and bring yourself to come into downward facing dog again. Okay, and so we're gonna continue. Inhale, lift right leg up to the sky. Exhale, stepping the right foot forward to the space between the hands, wiggling the left foot back for high lunge. Inhale, arms are reaching up over your head. Exhale, press the back heel away, and then you turn the right hip back, bring left hip more forward. Tuck the tailbone in, feel your chest lifting up to the sky. Breathe. If anytime you need to touch the back knee down, just go ahead, do so. Yeah? And then inhale, lengthen the spine, joining the hands together. Exhale, twisting to the right side, left elbow outside right leg. You can join the hands together or go deeper into this pose by bringing the left hand to the outside of the right foot and then reaching the right arm up to the sky. Yeah, open your heart, your chest, no matter variation that you choose for your arms. And then exhale, bring both hands down to frame your right foot first. Yeah? And so from here, inhale, lifting your torso upright. Yeah? And you can straighten the front leg a little bit to releasing any tensions around the right thigh. And then exhale, you bend the front knee once again. Inhale one more time here to lengthen the spine. Exhale, open your chest to the right side. Arms are reaching out. Turn your eye gaze towards the right hand. Yeah, touch your back knee down anytime, yeah, whenever you need. Good. And bring the energy this time to the bottom parts of your legs, the biggest muscles. And then inhale, bring yourself back to the center. Both arms are reaching up. Exhale, bring both hands down, step back into the down dog. Yeah, pause into your down dog for a couple of deep breaths here. Good. And then we're changing the side. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, left foot forward, wiggling the right foot back. High lunge. Inhale, arms are reaching up over your head. Exhale, pressing the right heel away. And you may need to turn left hip back, right hip come forward. Tuck the tailbone in, your chest lifting up to the sky. Breathe. Inhale, join your hands together, spine lengthen. Exhale, twisting to the left side. Right elbow outside left leg. Yeah, and you can changing your arms variation if you prefer. Right hand outside of the left foot. And then the left arm is reaching up to the sky. Don't forget to pay attention to your back leg. Yeah, keep it strong and engaged. Good. Just for one last breath here. And then exhale, bring both hands down. Yeah, and then inhale, lifting yourself upright. Straighten the left leg a little bit here. Yeah? And then we're going to go back into the high lunge again. Inhale first. Exhale, bend the front knee. Inhale one more time here. Exhale, open your chest to the left side. Arms are reaching out. And I want you to bring the attention to your hips for a moment. Noticing if your hips pushing out to the left, I want you to bring that left hip a little bit more in. Yeah, so basically press that left hip more over to the right side and roll that right hip more forward. Good. One last breath here. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, both hands down, step back into the downward facing dog and rest yourself again in Balasana, the child pose. Yeah. When it's time to rest, you truly resting. Meaning is that don't scratch, try not to move to wasting the energy that is, you don't need to wasting the energy for those. And breathing in deeply down. Breathing out nice and long. few more breaths. And then bring yourself to come lie down on the belly and resting into Makarasana for now. Yeah, you fold the hands together, resting your head onto the hands. The feet are apart, yeah, but you flap the heels out and point the big toes towards each other. Breathe into your lower back and you breathe into your spine. All right, so now let's take a look at me for a moment. Yeah, we're gonna using the block to helping us to do the cobra pose or the sphinx pose if you prefer. Yeah, so the way I do this, I need to use two blocks. So one lie down flat like that, and the other one in this angle. Yeah, and if you have these small cushions around, put these cushions on top to make it more comfortable, okay? And so what you're gonna do is that you're gonna go to lie down and make sure that the pubic bone is still touching down. Either keep your hands down like this or go on the forearms, however you prefer. Yeah? You don't have to using any strength to do the pose because the block helping you to keeping the chest up. Yeah? Okay, so give it a try. Yeah. The sternum, under the sternum, the breastbone, yeah, in this part here, yeah, if you feel quite uncomfortable, if it's like really sharp pain because it's pressing against here, feel free to take yourself out from the pose, yeah, just letting you know you can feel some sharp pain, depends on what you have, what conditions you have around here, yeah, and then you close the eyes. Move the block up higher, lower, however you prefer. Yeah, the focus here is that you want to keeping the chest up so that you can feel the stretching above the belly button. Close the eyes. You can relax your legs, your glutes, no problem. Anytime if you need to take yourself out from the pose, go ahead, yeah? Otherwise, we're gonna stay here for 5 more breaths. Last couple of breaths. One last breath. And then we're gonna take ourselves out from the block. Yeah, so you may need to lift the chest up and then move the block aside. Come to lie down, resting into Makarasana again. Feel free to shake your leg, shake your hips, whatever you need. And then you're gonna reaching your arms out to the side. You can have the forehead down for now, yeah? Reach your arms out to the side, but you get on the fingertips. Elbow should be bended and point up to the sky. Okay, now we're gonna have our feet hip distance apart and press your feet against the ground firmly. Inhale, lifting your head up, chest up. If you can go into the arm straight, please do. Sometimes on the fingertips may not be comfortable, so you can also have your whole hands resting down onto the ground. The seal pose. Collarbones are broadened. Pubic bone is touching down. And let's look up towards the corner of the ceiling and roll your eyes up towards the third eye. 2 more breaths. 1 last breath. And then exhale, bring your chest down. Fold your hands together again, resting yourself in Makarasana. And you can rocking your body side to side a little bit. Yeah, back bends required a lot from you, but at the end, yeah, it should also give you a lot of energy back into yourself as well. All right, let's do for 1 more back bend. Bring your hands down next to your chest, and then you're gonna push yourself up to come into on 4, and then you're gonna come to standing on the knees. Yeah, anyone need to use the cushion to supporting the knees? Go ahead, do so. Now we're gonna keeping our knees about hip distance apart. You can also make it out wider, if a little bit out wider if you really need. Yeah, but otherwise hip distance apart. Camel pose. Bring one of your hands at the sacrum, yeah, and the other hand above the pubic bone. So the hand at the back here, you want to tuck the tailbone in and lift the pubic bone up towards the belly button, keeping your hips like that. Now move your hands to go behind the hips. Fingers are pointing down. Inhale, chest up, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, use the hands to helping you to press the hips forward. Continue, lift the chest up, roll the shoulders back. Anyone want to bring the right hand onto the right heel, left hand onto the left heel, go ahead. And see if you can bring the head down to look towards the back of the room. Come out from the position whenever you need. Yeah? Can you pressing the hips more forward? Just for 1 last breath here, maybe breathe into your heart. And then inhale, you're gonna lifting yourself upright and take your time to go sitting down onto the heels. Rest into Balasana and allowing the lower back to open. Breathe. Five more breaths. And then you can go ahead to transition yourself to come sitting down onto the ground. Yeah, there's a few different ways you can get into on 4 first. If you want, cross your shin bones and then press the hips back, stretching both legs forward. Yeah, you can also try this way. All right, So once we come into sitting down, today, if you want to sit on a cushion to make the position easier, you're more than welcome, yeah, for the seated forward fold. So first of all, I want you to move the flesh aside, that both sides of the sitting bones have to be rooted down, and the right leg is stretching out. You fold the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Make sure that your right ankle and the right hip are straight, aligned with each other. Inhale, arms are reaching up over your head. Exhale, fold forward. Again, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. One more time. Inhale, arms reach up, lower belly in, lift it up. Exhale, reach yourself forward as far as you could go, and then go ahead to hold on to your foot. Use a strap, or anyone that want to get a deeper stretch, you can use one block or two blocks, yeah, against sole of the feet. Yeah, totally up to you. All right, and you're just gonna stay at where you are without going anywhere further. Close the eyes. Yeah, the first 5 breaths, yeah, usually the body is trying to fight against it. But what you need to do is to continue the deep breath. And then the body will starting to become more relaxed. And that's when you're starting to feel the space within yourself. Noticing body weight on the sitting bones. If it's too much on the right side, you need to roll yourself over to the left a little bit. Shoulders stay on the same level. Yeah, you are welcome to go deeper in the pose, but also feel free to stay at where you are. Yeah? If you want to go deeper, inhale to lifting the spine up halfway. Reach the hips back, press the chest forward. Look forward for now. Exhale, point the elbows out to the side, and you bring the belly more down to the thigh. Chest towards the knee, forehead go down towards the inside of your right shin bone. Yeah, not quite directly on the top, but more to the inside. Roll the left shoulder more down towards the ground. Very good. One last breath. And then inhale, lifting yourself upright, arms are reaching up over your head. Exhale, bring your arms down. This next one, you may need to use a strap. Yeah, okay, so bend the right knee up to the chest. And I want you to keeping your thigh close to the front of the chest, yeah, your body as best as you can. If your hamstrings are quite good, you can do without the strap. Yeah. So first of all, we're gonna hold on to the foot, and you can hook the strap right away if you need. Before we go further, inhale to lengthen the spine. Roll the shoulders down. You're gonna lean yourself back to lift the heel up, and then exhale. Exhale or inhale work just fine, and you can press the heel up. You look up towards the big toes. You see the shoulders, yeah? You want to roll the shoulders back to pressing your chest forward, avoiding rounding the upper back. Stay there. It's okay if you cannot straighten the lifted leg, just continue pressing the heels up. Yeah. Those that want to go further in this pose, inhale first. Exhale, point elbows out to the side, and see if you can bring that leg more closer towards the upper body and bring the forehead down towards the shin bone. But try to keeping the spine lengthened as best as you can. Breathe. And then exhale, releasing your right leg down. Now let's just switching the legs to change the side. Left leg stretching out, fold the right foot in. So again, ankle and the hips are aligned. Inhale, arms are reaching up over your head. Exhale, fold forward. Again, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. One more time. Inhale, arms reach up. Lower belly in, lift it up. Exhale, fold forward. Go ahead to hold on to your foot strap or use the block if you want to. Yeah, first 5 breaths. Stay there. Be still. Continue the deep breathing. And I will guide to go deeper, yeah, but feel free to stay just where you are. Inhale to lifting the spine up halfway, look forward. Exhale, point the elbows out to the side and you bring the belly down to the thigh. Chest more towards the knee, forehead go down to the inside of the left shin bone. Press your chest more forward, roll shoulders down away from the ears. Yeah, remember in the forward fold, single leg or both legs, we want to maintain our shoulders to be on the same level. So you may need to roll that more to the right side. I know it's challenging. Yeah, I think because of the hips are a little bit tight, but that's okay. Take your time. I'm going to roll this down. And you bring your body more over to the right. Yeah. One last breath. Inhale, lifting your torso upright, arms are reaching up. Exhale, bring your arms down and then bend the left knee up to the chest. Hold on to your foot, use the strap if you need. Yeah, before we go anywhere further, inhale to lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders down, lean back to lift the heels up. Whenever you're ready, inhale or exhale, work just fine. Press the heel up to the sky. Yeah, remember about the shoulders. We want to avoid rounding the lower back. Yeah, so press the chest forward, roll the shoulders down, look towards the big toes. Feel free to stay here or go deeper. Inhale first. Exhale, point elbows out to the side and you can bring your leg more closer towards the upper body. Breathe. 2 more breaths. 1 last breath. And then exhale, releasing your left leg down. All right, now here, stretching both legs out in front of you just for a few breaths. Yeah? Okay, let's increasing the heat in our body just a tiny bit. Bring your hands down behind the hips, legs together. You point the toes just for a couple of breaths. Yeah? Press your hands and the heels down firmly. Inhale, lift the hips up and try to aiming for the toes to touch more onto the ground. Lift the chest up, roll the shoulders back. 1, 2, and then exhale, releasing your hips onto the ground. Roll your hand and the wrist and then go to lie down on the back, Shavasana. Yeah, 10 breaths here. And as soon as you lie down, you let every part of your physical body to melt it down onto the ground. Breathe. Yeah, one thing I noticed about myself is that when my body, my physical body is so tired, yeah, it's affecting how I think about myself. Yeah, so since you already learned the 8 limbs of the yoga, maybe in the beginning of it, yeah, yama, Now, one of the things is ahimsa, non-violence. Yeah, not only that you don't want to harm other beings, yeah, in this world, also you don't want to harm yourself physically, but also mentally. Yeah, maybe you are the same as me. Yeah, when I'm really tired, I beat myself up, not able to accepting that. Yeah, so at one point, we have to learn to be kind to ourselves. If we are not kind to ourselves, how are you going to be kind towards others? Shoulder stand is coming up. Yeah, this is going to be the last bit of our practice. Neck injuries, shoulders injuries, or during that time of month, feel free to skip. Yeah. So first, let's making sure that the back of your neck stay nice and long. Okay. Arms are alongside the body with the hands facing down. And then when you're ready, you inhale, lifting both legs up, sending the toes over the head first, bend the elbows and roll the shoulders to go more behind the back. All of the fingers should be pointing up, yeah? And when you're ready again, inhale, straighten both legs up to the sky. I will walk around to help you out. Yeah, if you need to come out before I say so, go for it. And let's go into Halasana a little bit first. Exhale, bring the toes over your head. Yeah, I understand sometimes it can be very difficult to breathe when we go into Halasana. Yeah? What we can do, we build a trust within ourselves. It's okay, we stay for a short time. And then from here, let's come back into shoulder stand once again. Inhale, lift both legs up. Breathe, feeling your own belly rising and falling. Stay with your breath. Halasana for one last time. Exhale, bring the toes over your head. Anyone wants to go into the ear pressure pose, go for it. Yeah, meaning is that you bend the knees very deeply and the knees go down to the ground next to the ears. Come out if you need. Yeah, it's all right. Last couple of breaths. To come out from the pose, yeah, keep your toes over your head. Flat your arms down onto the ground. You need to bring the toes over the head first. And press your arms against the ground firmly. Now you roll your back vertebra by vertebra to bring the hips down very, very slowly with the control. Once the hips touch down, then your legs can come all the way down. Don't go anywhere just yet. Rest in Shavasana and just relax yourself. Let every part of the body to melt it down. And we are going to go into the bridge pose for a few breaths. Yeah. Anyone wish to go more after that few breaths, you can move yourself into the wheel pose. Yeah. Okay, so let's starting with the bridge pose. You bend your knees, feet are hip distance apart, and you're reaching the arms out towards the feet. So the tip of your middle finger should be touching at the back of the heel. The back of the neck stay down. When you're ready, press your feet down first, tuck the tailbone in, inhale, lift the front of the hips up. Once the front of the hips come up, you roll the shoulders to go more behind the back. You can lace the fingers and then pressing the arms down. Yeah? Or if you want to do the version with the hands supporting the hips or the block supporting the hips, totally up to you. Yeah, whatever you choose. The knees stay hip distance apart. Yeah, they are not pointing out to the side. So make sure that the base of the big toes are touching down. And you can using the arm strength to helping you to stay in the pose. Okay. Yeah, anyone wants to move into the wheel pose, yeah, go for it. But otherwise, you can also releasing yourself out from the position as well. Yeah, if you are in the wheel pose, stay down for 5 breaths. Remember to breathe. Good. Feel your own belly rising and falling. And if you are in the wheel, slowly bring your head to the space between the hands first and touch the upper back down, middle back, and then the hips touch down. Yeah. And everyone, you can give your knees a hug, rocking your body to go side to side. And then rocking yourself front and back for a few times until you use the momentum to come into sitting. Once you come into the sitting, yeah, you're gonna come into cross leg, have the fingertips go behind the back, fingertips point away. So instead of doing the fish pose, I'm gonna do this variation instead to helping you to opening up the throat from the shoulder stand. Yeah, okay. So dig your fingertips down. Inhale, lift the chest up, roll the shoulders back. You need to arching the lower back, and then exhale. Go ahead to bring the head back. Make sure you roll the shoulders down away from the ears. Yeah. And allowing your throat to open. And then inhale, bring yourself back to the center. Now bend your knees up to the chest, round your spine. Yeah, okay, round your spine, reaching your arms forward. We're gonna touch our back down very slowly, so keep your knees bended. Roll yourself down, vertebra by vertebra. Yeah, once yourself to come to lie down on towards the middle back, then you're stretching the legs out and rest in Shavasana for the final relaxation. And again, as soon as you lie down, you let every part of the body to melt it down. Now, I will turn off the lights. You need to cover yourself. Do that. Cover your eyes. Go for it. Yeah, do whatever you need to make yourself feel comfortable. Listen to my voice. I will suggest your body parts, and you will relax them. Relaxing your toes. Relaxing the ball of your feet, the arch of your feet, your heels, your ankles. Relaxing your calf muscles, shin bones, your knees, your thighs, your buttocks. Relaxing your hips, lower back, middle back, upper back, and your spine. Relaxing your heart, your chest, your lungs, rib cage, your abs, and your internal organs. Relaxing your shoulders, upper arms, elbows, forearms, your wrists, your hands, knuckles, and your fingertips. Relaxing your neck, your throat, and your face. Relaxing your jaws, your lips, your teeth, and your tongue. Relaxing your cheeks, your nose, your eyes. Allowing your eyes to get soft and sink down into your head. Relaxing your eyebrows, forehead, creating the space between the eyebrows and focusing on your third eye for a moment. Relaxing your head, your hair, your ears, and your brain. Finally, you're relaxing your mind. Your body now completely relaxed. Relaxed, 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 and relaxed. I will let you know when to get up. let's slowly bring your awareness back into the physical body. Moving your toes, your fingers, turning your head side to side. And now let's give yourself a biggest lazy stretching, just like in your own bed. Yeah, stretch the legs out, point the toes, arms reach up. And then you're gonna turn to the right side of the body and stay there for a couple of breaths. Bend your knees, supporting your head with your eyes are closed. And then from there, go ahead to come up into sitting position, cross leg. Feel free to sitting on a cushion if you need. All right. And so you're gonna resting your left hand into Shin Mudra and the right hand Vishnu Mudra. Yeah, or you can do the Nasakra Mudra. This is Nasakra, this is Vishnu. Yeah, however you prefer. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna do Surya Bedana. Yeah, meaning is that we're just gonna breathing through the right side only. Yeah, because of the way, why do I bring this breathing in? The air, the weather is a little bit on the cooling side, right? Because the storm, the wind, yeah. So let's try to find the balance within that a little bit. Yeah, okay. So relaxing the right arm alongside the body. Whenever you are, exhale all the way out. And then you close the left nostril with the ring finger. Inhale right. Close the right with the thumb. Exhale left. Close the left with the ring finger. Inhale right. Close right. Exhale left. Close the left. Inhale right. Close right. Exhale left. Close the left. Inhale right. Close right. Exhale left. I will guide you one more round. Close the left. Inhale right. Close right. Exhale left. Now continue this by yourself for 5 more rounds. Once you complete exhale through the left, you can relaxing the right hand down. Yeah, and just breathe through both nostrils. Yeah, so today, this morning, I finishing the class 15 minutes early. Yeah, so before the breakfast, if you can, yeah, go take a shower. You can take hot shower if you want, but at the end of it, turn off the heat and let the cool water wash down your skin a little bit. Yeah, it can really making you to feel more awake. Okay, but also another things what we can do with taking a shower is that we put an intention. They say that the water have a very good elements to helping you to washing away so many things, right? You're noticing your body is so aching today. Have an intention when you wash yourself, yeah? Maybe remove that energy away so that the water can take it out of your body a little bit, yeah? And this can be a very powerful practice, yeah? Okay, so let's come back to sitting in a cross leg. And then we're joining the hands together in front of our heart, our chest. chanting 3 Oms to finish the class. Inhale. Om.